Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be showing you guys the after of our ensuite transformation. It's like a little sneak peek over there. I'm absolutely buzzing to show you guys because it feels like for so long, when I say so long, we've only been in this house like 4 months or something, but it feels like I keep on taking you guys through like house updates, renovation updates, keeping you guys up to date with what's going on, but we haven't really had any kind of complete projects. Obviously when we first moved in, we did a really quick kind of redesign of this room. We've done most of Steve's office, but this is now probably one of the most complete rooms in the whole house, which feels so good to like tick off another space. I will kind of say though, it's not 100% finished. It's pretty much there, we're using it. I said this before, we had issues with our other shower, which is why we wanted to get this done really quickly. So our other shower has now been decommissioned, it's been turned off because it was leaking. So we are using this bathroom now. So it is like 95-98% there. I'll take you guys through it in a second. But what I wanted to do was like take a look back at where we started, really quick recap of everything we did to get to this stage, and I'll show you guys what we have done, and I'll take you through where I got everything, how we did everything. Not that we did much of it, but yeah, let me take you guys back to a few weeks ago and show you what the ensuite looked like before we touched it. So this was the starting point for our ensuite. This is how it was looking the day that we moved in. We hadn't touched it, and actually we hadn't even used this room at all since moving in because the shower was really dodgy, so we had that turned off. The toilet also didn't work properly, so not ideal. This isn't the worst bathroom in the world, don't get me wrong. It's pretty neutral, but it was really dated. We knew that we liked the layout as it was. The shower was already quite large. It was a walk-in shower. We knew that was something that we wanted to retain. And yeah, layout-wise, we felt like it worked pretty well already. So first job was ripping everything out and making sure it was all good to go for our plumbers to come in and do their thing. So we ripped out as much of the cabinetry as possible. There were some electrics there, so we had to be super careful. We removed the shower. We didn't touch any of the plumbing, but any kind of superficial stuff we removed. We also removed pretty much all of the tiles. This was the worst bit of the job. A lot of these tiles were actually double tiled because the walls weren't perfectly even, and also the flooring tiles hadn't been installed properly. They'd been glued straight onto the chipboard, which wasn't great. So we did majority of the demo ourselves, but our plumber had to come in and finish off a couple of bits where it was still connected to electrics and plumbing. Our contractors actually had to put in a bit more effort to make the walls even, so they adjusted some of the studs in the walls. They built in a niche, obviously put all the plumbing in, and they also overboarded the floor. They then installed the shower tray, and at that point we had the tiler in to come and tile the room. This is where it just all started to come together. So tiles all started to go up. Grout went in as well. Again, that was just like another massive change for us, just seeing it all come together and look really slick and seamless. And then once that was all dry, our plumbers came back to install all of the fittings. So it's come a very long way. I do not even recognize the room anymore, which is awesome, but also to me it'll be interesting to see what you guys think, but to me it looks so much bigger. When we first moved in, I thought it was tiny, and now we have everything in and styled the way that we want. It's actually a really good size. Even our plumbers were like, wow, this is huge. So let me take you guys through and show you what it looks like. Never gonna break you down. Right guys, so I'm going to walk you around the space and kind of talk you through where everything's from, why we went with certain things, all of that jazz. I'm going to start from the left and work my way around. This is probably like the most boring part of the bathroom. Also, please ignore the door. That will be changing. I know it's very brown, but we're living with it for now. So to the left here is where we have our towel radiator. So this is where the existing radiator was previously. We've gone for this really nice kind of slimline black towel radiator. The guys put sleeves on the pipes and these caps. Honestly, I definitely recommend that over painting the pipes because it looks so much more professional. I will leave everything linked down below. I think I got this one from Screwfix, I can't quite remember. So obviously we kind of store our towels on there, but in time I will be putting towel hooks on the door as well. So moving around, we've got our toilet. Anyone who is eagle-eyed may see that there's a change in the button. So I bought a black kind of push flush for this toilet. Turns out there's two different types of button that you can get. There's like one that works on a pulley system and one that works on a pushy system. The button I got was the opposite of what the toilet has, so I had to get an adapter kit. The button doesn't quite fit the adapter kit, so my plumber's actually taken the button away to try and adapt it. Massive pain in the arse. I will probably do a massive Q&A at some point if that's something that interests you guys, because there were definitely a couple of little things that I learned along the way. So the toilet is from B&Q. I got it in the sale. They had like a bathroom sale on. I still need to remove that sticker. We love it. It's soft close. It's also rimless, so it's easier to clean. It looks good, but one thing that I kind of regret is, let me move the bin. Do you see that it doesn't go like all the way back and you can see the plumbing work at the back? I don't really like that. Again, that's one of the things, like, it's not the end of the world, you can't really notice it, but if I were to do this again, would I get one that went all the way to the back? I just didn't even think about that, to be honest. So if anyone is looking to renovate their bathroom, definitely look at that, because it will just look so much seamless going all the way to the back. And also there is like little chrome screw caps there. I know that you can actually get ones without those as well. So definitely something to bear in mind. So we've just styled it up with just like black accessories. The bin is from B&Q. This toilet brush is actually from Sainsbury's. I love it. It's matte black and it's like a really, really slimline one, because, I mean, not to be too gross, but the toilets nowadays have like really, really small kind of openings, and like sometimes when you get a bigger brush, it's difficult to get really far down and properly scrub the toilet. So that one has been perfect because you can properly clean the toilet. The toilet roll holder here is actually from Amazon. It's a non-drilling one, non-screw. It's basically stuck on there, guys, so you don't have to drill into the tile or anything, which was perfect for me. Speaking of tiles, loads of questions about these. So these are the wicks. I can't remember the name, but they will be linked down below. We are absolutely in love with these. They're a really nice kind of off-white concretey effect. I was worried they'd look really, really cold, but they actually have like a really nice kind of warm undertone to them, so it doesn't look too stark. And I feel like having a bit of texture in your tile like that just really kind of elevates it a bit and makes it look less flat, as if you were to have like a flat kind of tile. So the grout that we went for is technically white, but it's not a pure white. It was by Bow. But yeah, like the lining of the tiles is just perfect. So I was very fussy and wanted it centered line with the vanity, and then you can see that the tap kind of is bang in the middle of this tile here, as is the mirror. Like everything just lines up absolutely perfectly in the corners there, just everything. And we went with the white trim in the end as well. So obviously another big eyesore in the room is the window. The windows are getting changed. They're going to be changed in a couple of months. So that is obviously on the to-do list, not our to-do list, because we're getting someone in to do that. That is way beyond my capabilities. So yeah, that will be a white window with a white handle in time. So hopefully that will blend in a lot more. We're going with frosted glass because obviously bathroom, we just wanted simple frosted glass. But this tiny window actually honestly like lets in so much light in the morning. It's really, really nice in here. So coming round, probably the thing that got the most comments from my last video, the vanity. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. This has so much storage. I think I said previously I was thinking about getting a floating vanity because I thought it would make the room look bigger and blah, blah, blah. I'm actually really glad that I went with this because we get so much more storage. It's exactly the kind of finish I wanted. It's that like black kind of wood grain finish, really nice and simple, and it's super practical as well. So this is the 𝐬𝐻𝐻 chest of drawers from IKEA, and one of the questions I got a lot was about keeping it watertight, whether I should put a different top on it. And honestly guys, I did my research. A lot of vanities are actually made out of chipboard anyway, so it's like a lot of them are laminate anyway. So yes, we will be careful and make sure we don't leave like pools of water everywhere, which we wouldn't do anyway. But I think it's gonna be fine. The sink is like fully siliconed around, so nothing should get underneath or anything like that. You'll see that I've removed a couple of things like our toothbrushes just for the video because, I don't know, it's just ruined the aesthetic. So we'll obviously have our toothbrushes in like a pot and everything like that, so it won't get wet on the top. But yeah, I did a lot of research. I'm pretty confident. I'll obviously let you guys know how it fares, but we are so happy. And then another question was about what I was going to do with the top drawer. So my plumber basically said, because obviously all of the pipe work runs in that top drawer, my plumber was like, look, it's going to lose a lot of structural integrity if you kind of hack it apart and blah, blah, blah. A lot of you guys said about having a shelf and a fold down front to it, or having a false front to the drawer. I was adamant I wanted to keep these drawers because they are massive drawers, and by getting rid of it we would lose a lot of storage. So this is what I did yesterday. I have adapted the drawer. So I don't know if you'll be able to see much, but as you can see I've cut out a space in the back. I just measured it up, and look at all the space that we would have lost if we were just to have not bothered. This is so practical still, and obviously like this is a top drawer. This has a lot of our like day-to-day stuff that we use, like all of my skincare products, everything like that. These wooden bits are actually leftover bits of wood from Steve's office when we demoed the kind of built-in furniture that was in there. That is the wood from that. I actually love the wood tone against the black. I was thinking about painting it, and then I was like, do you know what? I like it. I'm gonna leave it as is. So all I did was cut out the back to accommodate for the waste pipe there, and also the hot and cold feeds for the tap as well. That's why this one's bigger than that one, because of that. Yeah, so I cut that hole in the back just with my electric saw, and then I just cut these pieces out. I used Strong Fix adhesive and my nail gun, and I just put it together. It was super, super easy to do. Honestly, if you guys can't find a vanity that you like, I would definitely recommend looking at customizing something, because I couldn't find anything that I thought looked anywhere near as good, like high end, had all the storage, all of that. That was an affordable price point. So for us, this has worked so, so well. Right, I'm gonna stop blabbing on about that. Let's talk about the sink. So this is one of the reasons that I wanted to get this vanity, is because I saw this sink pretty early on, and I knew that I wanted this countertop sink. So this is a really, really good size. I think it's about 40 centimeters wide by like 30, something like that. I got this from Better Bathrooms, I think. And from memory, it was about £45. So really affordable. I was very dubious because I was like, why is it this cute but this cheap? I thought I'd order it, see how it turned out. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And this is another reason I'm glad I went for an actual freestanding vanity, is because this thing weighs a ton. So a lot of you guys were saying about, oh, is the mount unit not going to warp or anything? IKEA have updated the mount units. They are so much stronger and sturdy now, honestly. If you bought a mount unit even, I mean, I bought one like a couple of years ago. They've updated them again since then, and honestly, like, putting it together, I was like, wow, this is very, very different and so much more sturdy. This top piece is so thick. I've got zero worries about, you know, it bowing or anything like that. So yeah, the sink was about £45. I also got this kind of push opener, I can't remember what they call it, that was also from Better Bathrooms. I think it was like £30. The tap, also from Better Bathrooms, that was about £80, but we wanted that kind of taller one, obviously, to sit above the sink. So that is centered, and I got the guys to put it as close to the back of the sink as possible, because I didn't want the water flow to fall here. I wanted it to fall as center as possible. So it's worked out really well. Again, it is like literally siliconed all the way along the back. The tap siliconed, like, it's very, very watertight. Yeah, so we're really, really happy with how that turned out. And then I've gone for a big old round mirror above it as well. This is also from IKEA. This is the Lindbin mirror. It's exactly the same as the mirror we have right here, but here we have the kind of oval, the pill shaped one. For here we've got the round one. I was adamant that I wanted a big round mirror because I felt like everything else was so straight and kind of ordered that I wanted kind of a nice softer edge to break it up. Don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of stuff that I want to do. Like, I'd love to get a plant in here and some other little bits just to kind of make it, I don't know, less bathroomy, is that a word? But yeah, I think the mirror was only like £40 or something like that. For a mirror this size, this is the 80cm one. I honestly love these mirrors. I did try and clean it, but I've run out of mirror and glass cleaner, but they have this super thin metal edge to them. Honestly, they just look so high end, and they're the kind of mirror that you would never look at it and think it was ever from IKEA. So definitely recommend the Lindbin mirror. They have them in gold, and they also have them in loads of different shapes and sizes. So that's enough of the kind of vanity area. Moving over to my favorite part, actually, is the shower. Oh my gosh, this has made such a difference. So again, the shower head was from Better Bathrooms. I got that in the sale, actually. I think it was like 130 or something like that, which is super affordable for what it is. Again, we've gone with a matte black. I know that I'm going to get a lot of comments about, oh, matte black in the bathroom and hard water stains. So we are actually in a soft water area. Even if we were in a hard water area, I'd go with the black. I love it. Like, no one's going to convince me otherwise, basically. I know other people who live in hard water areas and they have the black and they still love it. Yeah, I just think it looks so just nice and high end. So we absolutely love that. The kind of mixer shower. Also, this is so much better than our last one because the hose on the handheld bit is kind of like rubbery, whereas previously we've had metal ones which are so like stiff and difficult to use, and this one's like really long and we can literally just hose down the whole shower when we're cleaning it. It's really, really handy. And actually our plumbers said that quite often when you order stuff online, it can be really bad quality. They were really impressed with the quality of this one. They said it was like, yeah, really good quality. So they would definitely recommend that one, like this shower, and I would as well. Shower screen. So we've gone really, really simple here. In terms of black shower screens, there are so many different options. You can get ones which have the black border all the way around. You can get Crittall style. For me, I 1000% knew that I didn't want the frame all the way around, because I think particularly in this space, it would just block it, not block it off, but it would just feel like it was closing it in. I wanted the seamlessness of the glass. So I love the kind of black trim down there, but I knew that was all that I wanted. You obviously have to have the support bar to keep it safe. But this is amazing. And another reason that we were hellbent on having a kind of walk-in shower like this is because previously we had a sliding door, and they are so annoying to clean, like to get in the mechanisms and the roller. They get so grubby, they're impossible to like keep clean. So for this, it's a sheet of glass. There's no tricky little spots that we can't get to. It's just going to be so much easier. So in love with that. Also the shower tray, I had a question previously about where is the plug hole. It's that little kind of thing on the back there. So the shower tray is ever so slightly slanted. This is amazing. This has exceeded my expectations, and I am a fussy person. This part of the shower tray honestly doesn't really get wet. The water doesn't seem to like flow up that way. It literally just kind of slides down towards the drain there. It is really efficient, and it's so much easier to clean as well. I said this before, I looked at a lot of kind of like textured shower trays and things like that. I specifically wanted like a nice white clean one that was just going to be super easy to keep clean, and it would just look nice and simple as well. So we are beyond happy with this one. It's from Mira. I think I got it from Screwfix. This is a 1.6 meters by 80 centimeters. So just to give you a kind of idea of size in here, it is quite a big shower tray, and we absolutely love it. Moving up into the shower niche. From my last video, I think there was a lot of opinions on the shower niche. I've said this before, but in hindsight, I was basically so worried about the trim on it. And I thought that the trim was going to be really big and like rounded, and I actually didn't realise they do these really simple ones now. A lot of you guys said that Tops Tiles do a good range of trims to go around the shower. I did look in there, and there was nothing else that kind of appealed to me. So we just went with the white, and I was worried obviously the white would be really jarring against the rest of the tiles, hence why I put white tile in there. I do like that it's a bit of a feature, but I think if I were to do it again, I would just use the same tile on the inside of the niche. I don't think it needs to be different. It was like a panic decision, and I do really like it, but I just think it's nowhere near enough for me to ever think about changing it. I do really like it. I think it's nice having a little feature, but if I were to do it again, I would just use the same tile and just keep it really simple. Yeah, but this shower niche is, how big is it? 70 centimeters wide by 30 centimeters high. And I was worried that wouldn't be big enough. It's huge. You can see we literally have all of our products there, and there's like plenty of room. I said to Steve I'd actually quite like to put maybe like a little faux plant in there or something just to style it up. He does not agree, but I'll probably end up getting one anyway. But yeah, if anyone is doing their bathroom, 1000% get a shower niche. 1000%. The only thing that I got recommended was to have it slightly higher. So this is probably like shoulder height for me, just below shoulder height. Which when you look at it, it does look quite high, but the lower you have it, the more it collects water. So obviously we wanted to make sure it was going to stay as like clean as possible. So having it higher up makes a lot more sense in that regard. So yeah, also in terms of the grout, in case anyone was wondering, so obviously a lot of people will recommend having a dark grout on the floor. We did not want a dark grout. We also wanted the same grout everywhere, but a lot of people will say, I'll go for a dark grout because the white will look really grubby really quickly. I am fully aware, guys, but we have got a grout sealer, which should help a lot, make sure that the dirt doesn't cling to the grout and stuff like that. So it's not on there yet. We need to do that as one of our jobs in our to-do list that we will get round to. And then another thing I was worried about, can you see the issue with the bath mat? So obviously I was like, oh, we're never going to be able to just leave a bath mat down, we're going to have to hang it up and stuff. I've spoken about this previously, but I actually found this from Matalan. It's not a bath mat, it's a hand towel. It was £5, and this is amazing because the door goes over it. Because it's a really thin, like, I looked at the door and I was like, no, there's no way, because there's not really a gap under the door, but it's so thin that the door goes over it. So if anyone else has a similar predicament, try a hand towel. You know, does the job. I like the style of it. Yeah. What else is there that I have forgotten to talk about? Okay, so some of the finishing touches. Obviously, I've spoken about the door. I've spoken about the window. Another one is the ceiling. So we have some paint touch-ups to do. And also, I will be changing the surrounds on our spotlights for just white. So they blend in a lot more. Obviously, you guys know we don't really have any chrome anywhere. So those will be changed in time. I feel like I may have forgotten something, but I can't remember. Yeah. Anyway, if I have forgotten anything, just, you know, leave me a comment down below. I am more than happy to do like a what we spent video, go through all of the costings, everything like that. So if you want that video, leave a comment, because yeah, it'll be interesting to know like how much of the process you guys want to know about, because obviously coming into this, I had no idea how much it was realistically going to cost. I was like guesstimating. We're really happy with the final product, well, as final as it is, and with the money that we spent on it. Obviously we could have done it cheaper if we'd have done the tiling ourselves, but I wouldn't have wanted to, because the walls weren't even, and like with a big tile like this on an uneven wall, it would have been so obvious. So we're really glad that we invested in getting a tiler to do a proper professional job. But that is it from me, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope it's been worth the wait. And also I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing the whole process as well, because again, I feel like there's a lot of videos out there in America that show the process, but not so much in the UK. So let me know what you think, and yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, because it really supports my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.